The 1970s were a colorful decade of culinary experimentation and practicality. Families embraced a mix of traditional holiday favorites and trendy new recipes influenced by convenience foods, global flavors, and entertaining at home. Here's a deep dive into what families actually ate for Christmas in the 70s. Number 1. Crown roast of pork. The crown roast of pork is a culinary masterpiece that serves as a stunning centerpiece for festive occasions. This dish is crafted by arranging 2 racks of pork loin ribs into a circular formation, resembling a crown, with the rib bones pointing upward. The interior cavity is often filled with a flavorful stuffing, enhancing both the presentation and taste. To prepare this roast, it's essential to select high-quality pork loin ribs, ensuring they are of uniform size for even cooking. The ribs are meticulously Frenched, a technique where meat and fat are trimmed away from the bone ends, resulting in a cleaner appearance. The racks are then shaped into a circle and securely tied together with kitchen twine to maintain the crown structure during roasting. Seasoning plays a pivotal role in the flavor profile of the crown roast of pork. A blend of herbs such as rosemary, thyme, and sage, combined with garlic and lemon zest, is commonly used to create a fragrant rub. This mixture is generously applied to the meat, infusing it with aromatic flavors as it cooks. Roasting is typically done at a moderate temperature, around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius, allowing the meat to cook evenly and retain its juiciness. The internal temperature should reach 145 degrees Fahrenheit, 63 degrees Celsius, for optimal doneness, followed by a resting period to let the juices redistribute, ensuring tender and succulent slices. The stuffing placed in the center can vary, with popular choices including wild rice blends, bread-based mixtures with dried fruits and nuts, or savory sausage combinations. This not only adds flavor, but also contributes to the visual appeal when the roast is presented at the table. Garnishing the crown roast of pork enhances its festive appearance. Traditional decorations include paper frills, known as chef's hats, placed on the rib bone tips, and the platter is often adorned with fresh herbs, roasted vegetables, or seasonal fruits, creating an inviting and celebratory presentation. Serving this dish involves carving between the rib bones to provide individual chops, each accompanied by a portion of the stuffing. This method ensures that each guest receives a flavorful and visually appealing portion, making the crown roast of pork a memorable highlight of any holiday feast. Number 2. Cocktail meatballs. Cocktail meatballs, a quintessential party appetizer, gained prominence in the 1960s and 1970s, becoming a staple at gatherings. These bite-sized meatballs are typically crafted from a blend of ground meats, commonly beef and pork, seasoned with ingredients like breadcrumbs, onions, garlic, and herbs. Once formed and cooked, they are enveloped in a distinctive sweet and tangy sauce. The hallmark of cocktail meatballs lies in their sauce, traditionally a combination of grape jelly and chili sauce. This unlikely pairing creates a harmonious balance of sweetness and spice, offering a unique flavor profile that has stood the test of time. The sauce's simplicity and the use of readily available ingredients contributed to the dish's widespread popularity during the mid-20th century. Preparation methods for cocktail meatballs are versatile. They can be baked or pan-fried until browned, and then simmered in the sauce, allowing the flavors to meld. Alternatively, slow cookers are often employed, keeping the meatballs warm and flavorful throughout the duration of a party. Over the years, variations of the sauce have emerged, incorporating ingredients such as cranberry sauce, barbecue sauce, or even currant jelly, each imparting a distinct twist to the classic recipe. Despite these adaptations, the essence of cocktail meatballs remains consistent, a delightful blend of savory meat and a sweet, tangy glaze, making them a perennial favorite at social gatherings. Number 3. Holiday cheese logs. Holiday cheese logs emerged as a festive adaptation of the traditional cheese ball, gaining popularity in the mid-20th century. These cylindrical appetizers are crafted by blending softened cream cheese with various flavorings, such as minced garlic, chopped herbs, and shredded cheeses like sharp cheddar or blue cheese. The mixture is then shaped into a log and often rolled in coatings like chopped nuts, dried fruits, or fresh herbs to enhance both texture and visual appeal. The versatility of cheese logs allows for numerous variations to suit different palates. For instance, incorporating ingredients like sun-dried tomatoes, olives, or roasted red peppers can infuse Mediterranean flavors, while adding cranberries and pecans introduces a sweet and savory profile. Some recipes even include a splash of liqueur or wine to impart a subtle depth of flavor. Presentation plays a significant role in the appeal of holiday cheese logs. They are typically served on decorative platters, accompanied by an assortment of crackers, breadsticks, or sliced baguettes. Garnishing with fresh rosemary sprigs or edible flowers can further elevate their festive appearance. Beyond their aesthetic and flavorful attributes, cheese logs are appreciated for their practicality. They can be prepared in advance and stored in the refrigerator, allowing hosts to focus on other aspects of holiday entertaining. This make-ahead convenience, combined with their customizable nature, has solidified holiday cheese logs as a beloved staple in festive gatherings. Number 4. Turkey tetrazzini. Turkey tetrazzini is a comforting casserole that became especially popular as a post-holiday meal solution, repurposing leftover turkey in a flavorful way. This dish combines tender, diced turkey with a rich, creamy sauce, made from butter, flour, chicken, or turkey broth, and heavy cream. Seasonings like garlic, nutmeg, and parsley enhance the overall taste, while sautéed mushrooms add an earthy depth. Sometimes sherry or white wine is incorporated into the sauce to elevate the dish with a subtle layer of complexity. The dish is completed with cooked pasta, traditionally spaghetti or egg noodles, that is tossed with the sauce and turkey before being transferred into a baking dish. A generous topping of grated Parmesan or a mix of breadcrumbs and butter provides a crispy, golden crust once baked. Turkey tetrazzini is versatile, often including additions like peas, bell peppers, or pimentos for a pop of color and flavor. It can be made ahead and stored in the refrigerator, then baked when ready to serve, making it a practical choice for busy holiday kitchens. This recipe's comforting combination of creamy textures and savory flavors ensures it remains a classic, cherished by families for generations. Number 5. Waldorf salad. Waldorf salad, a classic American dish, originated in the late 19th century at New York City's Waldorf Astoria Hotel. The original recipe, attributed to maître d'hôtel Oscar Czerky, combined crisp apples, celery, and mayonnaise. Over time, the salad evolved to include walnuts, enhancing its texture and flavor. The traditional preparation involves dicing tart apples, such as Granny Smith, and thinly slicing celery. These ingredients are tossed in a dressing made from mayonnaise, sometimes lightened with a touch of lemon juice for acidity. Chopped walnuts are then folded in, adding a nutty crunch. The salad is typically served chilled on a bed of lettuce leaves, offering a refreshing contrast to heavier dishes. Variations of Waldorf salad have emerged, incorporating ingredients like grapes, raisins, or even poultry to create a more substantial dish. Some modern adaptations replace mayonnaise with yogurt for a lighter dressing. Despite these changes, the core elements of apples, celery, and nuts remain central to the salad's identity. Waldorf salad's enduring popularity can be attributed to its simplicity, versatility, and the harmonious blend of sweet, tart, and crunchy components. It continues to be a favored choice for gatherings, particularly during the holiday season, reflecting its timeless appeal in American cuisine. Number 6. Swedish meatballs. Swedish meatballs, or köttbullar, are a quintessential part of Swedish cuisine, renowned for their tender texture and flavorful profile. Traditionally, they are crafted from a blend of ground beef and pork, combined with breadcrumbs soaked in milk, finely chopped onions, and a medley of spices such as allspice and white pepper. This mixture is carefully rolled into small, uniform balls and pan-fried until they achieve a golden brown exterior. A hallmark of Swedish meatballs is the accompanying creamy gravy, made by deglazing the pan with beef broth and thickening it with a ruse, then enriching it with cream. This luscious sauce envelops the meatballs, enhancing their savory essence. Traditionally, they are served alongside lingonberry jam, which provides a sweet tart contrast, and are often accompanied by buttery mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes, completing a harmonious and comforting meal. The origins of Swedish meatballs are intriguing. Historical accounts suggest that King Charles XII introduced the concept to Sweden in the early 18th century after his exile in the Ottoman Empire, where he encountered similar dishes. Over time, the recipe was adapted to align with Swedish culinary traditions, resulting in the beloved dish known today. In contemporary times, Swedish meatballs have gained international acclaim, notably popularized by the global furniture retailer IKEA, which features them prominently in its in-store restaurants. This widespread exposure has introduced the dish to a global audience, solidifying its status as a cultural and culinary icon. Number 7. Pineapple upside-down cake. Pineapple upside-down cake is a classic American dessert that gained widespread popularity in the early 20th century. Its distinctive presentation features caramelized pineapple rings and maraschino cherries arranged atop a moist, buttery cake. The cake is baked upside down with the fruit and sugar placed at the bottom of the pan. After baking, it's inverted to showcase the glossy, caramelized topping. The origins of this cake are linked to the increased availability of canned pineapple in the 1920s, particularly due to the Dole Pineapple Company. In 1925, Dole sponsored a recipe contest, receiving numerous submissions for pineapple upside-down cakes, which significantly boosted the dessert's popularity. The cake's appeal lies in its combination of flavors and textures. The sweetness of the caramelized pineapple contrasts with the tender crumb of the cake, while the cherries add a pop of color and additional sweetness. Traditionally, the cake is prepared by melting butter and brown sugar in the bottom of a cake pan, arranging pineapple slices and cherries on top, and then pouring a vanilla-flavored batter over the fruit. After baking, the cake is inverted, allowing the caramelized fruit to adorn the top. Variations of the recipe may include adding nuts, such as pecans or walnuts, or incorporating rum into the batter for added depth of flavor. Pineapple upside-down cake remains a nostalgic favorite, often associated with mid-century American cuisine and cherished for its simplicity and delightful presentation. Number 8. Clam dip and chips. Clam dip became a quintessential appetizer in mid-20th century American cuisine, celebrated for its rich, creamy texture and bold flavors. Made primarily from canned minced clams, cream cheese, and sour cream, this dip offered a quick and easy option for hosts aiming to impress their guests. The addition of ingredients like Worcestershire sauce, lemon juice, garlic, and a dash of hot sauce elevated the flavor profile, balancing the briny taste of clams with creamy and tangy notes. The dip gained traction as a party staple in the 1950s and 1960s, with ridged potato chips becoming the perfect pairing due to their sturdy texture, ideal for scooping. Clam dip also reflected the era's fascination with convenience foods, as canned goods became increasingly popular in households across the United States. Variations of clam dip include additional elements like chopped fresh herbs, diced onions, or even a sprinkle of smoked paprika for a modern twist. Some recipes use a touch of horseradish or cayenne for added heat. Served cold or at room temperature, clam dip remains a nostalgic favorite, its simplicity and bold flavors continuing to resonate with fans of retro-inspired appetizers. Number 9. Cornish game hens. Cornish game hens are a hybrid poultry breed developed in the mid-20th century in the United States. These small birds, weighing between 1 and 2 pounds, are a cross between the Cornish chicken and the White Plymouth Rock breed. Known for their tender, juicy meat and mild flavor, Cornish game hens are prized for their elegant presentation and manageable size, making them a favorite choice for individual servings at special meals. The small size of the birds allows for faster cooking times compared to larger poultry, which is ideal for holiday dinners or intimate gatherings. Popular preparation methods include roasting, grilling, or baking, often seasoned with a combination of fresh herbs such as rosemary, thyme, or sage. Citrus fruits like lemon or orange are frequently added to enhance the natural flavors of the meat. For additional depth, marinades with olive oil, garlic, and spices are sometimes used. Stuffing Cornish game hens is a common culinary practice. Options range from traditional bread stuffing with dried fruits and nuts to wild rice mixtures with mushrooms or cranberries. These birds' versatility allows for a variety of flavor profiles, making them a luxurious and adaptable centerpiece for any meal. Number 10. Baked Alaska. Baked Alaska is a sophisticated dessert that combines a layer of cake, a dome of ice cream, and a thick coating of meringue. The dish is baked or torched just long enough to caramelize the meringue while keeping the ice cream inside perfectly frozen. Its preparation showcases both culinary precision and dramatic flair. The base of Baked Alaska is typically sponge or pound cake, cut to fit as the foundation of the dessert. A mound of ice cream is layered over the cake, with the flavors often tailored to the occasion, ranging from classic vanilla to more adventurous options like pistachio or raspberry. Once the ice cream is shaped, it is frozen solid before being enrobed in meringue, which acts as a thermal insulator. The meringue is made by whipping egg whites with sugar to create stiff peaks, ensuring a thick, protective layer. The entire dessert is baked briefly at high heat or flambéed with alcohol for a dramatic presentation. The meringue's insulating properties prevent the heat from melting the ice cream. Baked Alaska variations include alternative fillings like sorbet or layered cakes, and creative techniques such as torching for precision browning. This dessert is a true celebration of culinary artistry.